Welcome back. In this final video for Module 2, we're actually going to explore a tool called binaural beats. This may be something that you've heard of before, and it may be completely new. Either way, I want to show you how sound can support your nervous system to feel safe and calm. Binaural beats are like a type of sound therapy, and when you listen with headphones, two slightly different tones are played at the same time, one in each ear, and your brain responds by creating a new frequency. And this brainwave, binaural, is called brainwave entertainment, which simply means your brain starts following the rhythm it hears. It's quite remarkable. So if we think about that, right? So binaural beats equals, it's all about brainwave entertainment. Now, when you think about the amount of challenges or stresses or whatever it is that you're going through because you need this burnout reset, can you just imagine how much wonder it would be to have some entertainment in your brain? Now, binaural beats is incredible because different frequencies can actually influence how you feel. It's almost like if you know things about scents, so aromatherapy, the likes of that, certain scents can trigger behaviors, activities, responses. So they trigger some responses. Binaural beats are the same. They influence how you feel. Some encourage relaxation, others focus, others deeper sleep. For our reset, we're interested in calming range, okay? These are the frequencies that signal safety to your nervous system, helping you to shift out of survival mode into a state where your body can reset and recharge. Now, I want to share how I use this in my own life. After a long day of meetings, I often feel restless and wired. Absolutely. I can tell you now, after doing these recordings for the day, this is exactly how I'm feeling. I'm mixed, I'm on my feet, I'm moving, I'm talking all the time. I'm thinking, oh, did I say this right? Oh my gosh, I left that out. Did I talk too fast? Did I put too many activities? All of these kinds of things. My mind is busy, right? But my body is tired. Now, after dinner and before bed, I put on headphones and I play calming binaural beats track for 10 minutes. By the end, I feel grounded again. My shoulders are softened, my thoughts have slowed down, and I can move into the evening with Bruce, who supports me so much in my work with Incredible Buzz, that I can really be present with him. So I can move into the evening with more presence. That's the kind of reset I would love for you to experience too. So open up your workbook to the page titled Binaural Beats. You'll see it's the first activity. It asks, when would binaural beats help me most? Take a moment to think. Is it before bed? At the start of the day? After a stressful call? Before a stressful call? In the evening? Is it in the middle of a busy day? In the afternoon? Put your answer down. Just take a couple of minutes. It's so important to use binaural beats in the right way for them to be effective. First, always use headphones. This allows the tones to be heard separately in each ear so your brain can create the frequency. The second is choose a track that is designed for relaxation. There are plenty of free and safe options that you can sample. I've got plenty of them linked in your workbook, okay? Whether it's Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, right? Even IDAB, so digital has got some things. The third, start small. 5 minutes is enough at the beginning. and you can build up to longer sessions if you wish. I'm neurodiverse, which means my attention span, I struggle over 10 minutes, but I know one of my clients who her meditation process is binaural beats and she can step out for 60 minutes. I don't think I could do that. Now, the fourth, pair the sound with another simple practice like breathing deeply, closing your eyes, or journaling. So here's one of my favourites I use. Now, I'm going to try and see if it can come through because I've got it playing in the background, even though I don't have my headphones on. I'm hoping it's going to come through. If not, I'm going to pop the link in the module. And you've also got it in the workbook. So let's see if it comes through. Let's see. Anyhow, I hope you get the gist. If not, I'll make sure that the link is in there. It's, orchestral music can be wonderful. Angelic music, anything that enables you to calm the nervous system. Now, so on that note, open up your workbook again. The second activity, which practice could I pair with a binaural beat? Choose one that feels natural to you. Maybe it's 3 deep breaths. Maybe it's a short stretch or a move. Maybe writing a sentence in your journal. Write it down. You could just flow. Now, I do want to share a very quick safety note. Like I brought in aromatherapy before, binaural beats are safe for most people. Now, if you have epilepsy, but you have a condition triggered by sound, you need to go and check with your healthcare provider first. It's so important. Binaural beats are not a magic fix. They don't replace rest or relationships or recovery. But what they can do is give your nervous system a gentle reminder. They create a pocket for safety in your day, right? Even a short session can change how you feel in your body and how you show up to what's coming next. It's so critical. So when I think of what I like to think of with binaurals, it's like sound plus breath equals safety. Now, it's not for everyone. It really isn't for everyone. I've got some clients who have struggled to use it, but have come along and found their own journey. I've got others that cannot cope with sound at all. When they're in that point, but not at all. So they go to silence plus breath equals safety. But in this instance, because I'm talking about binaural beats, it's about sound plus breath equals safety. Now, as we close this video and this module, take a moment to look at your workbook. You have, captured when you might use binaural beats, how you might pair them with a simple practice. These small notes are not just words on your page, please. They are the beginning of a personalised toolkit for your reset. And so this brings us to the end of Module 2, and you now know what safety feels like, how to create your 4P reset plan, and how to use binaural beats as a support. Now, if you haven't finished all the activities, please, before you move into Module 3, which is where we're going to shift into energy, please go back and do those activities. These are the foundations. So remember, safety is the starting point for you to be enabled, that from calm to energy into action. So that calm creates safety. Because that's where we are. Now we're moving into module 3 and we're going to shift into energy. So we're closing out calm. As we shift into energy, safety is our foundation. And now we'll begin to gently build strength, focused, and vitality from that safe base. So before moving on, please make sure your workbook is complete and try your first session with a binaural beat this week. Then, when you're ready, I'm going to meet you in module 3. Take care.